Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Happy New Year. Hi, my name's Bree. Stay for a while. So as you can tell, we're doing a little mood reading vlog today. Come along with me while I mood read over the next like 2 weeks or so. There's some ups and we have some downs. There's some tears, there's some DNFs. So stay tuned and let's get into the video. Like, it's disgusting up there. So I don't want to do anything other than read. I want to finish the Zodiac Academy Cursed Fates today. That is my plan of attack. I have got another YouTube video I need to film, so I'll probably film that this afternoon, hopefully when it clears up a bit. I'm gonna just chill for a bit, have my coffee and read for a bit. We are definitely finishing Cursed Fates. I don't even know how many pages I have left. I've got about 330 pages left, which is doable today. Like, if I dedicate my whole day to reading with no distractions, I will get 330 pages done today. Probably spend most of my day in my OODIE, to be honest. As you can tell, I'm all set up for the rest of the day. This is where I'm gonna be. I've just had my food. I've read for a bit this morning. I think I read about 100 pages this morning and a lot of shit went down. Like, if you've read Zodiac Academy and you've read Cursed Fates book number 5, then Orion, or Lance, I call him Orion has gone somewhere for some reason, which the reason I cannot say without spoiling him, and there was a confession which was a lie, and now Orion has been sent somewhere, and I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken for Darcy, I'm heartbroken for Darius, I'm heartbroken for Tori, I'm heartbroken for all of them. Like, every single one of these characters I'm heartbroken for. They're all just going through so much. At one point I was so close to just like googling what was gonna happen because I had so much anxiety and I was so stressed. I brought my Kindle holder downstairs. This is where I'm gonna be for the rest of the day. So I've got about 250 pages left to go, which isn't a lot, and I'm stressed. I am really stressed. But I'm just about to start Darcy's POV, and that's one thing I love about these books is you get everyone's POV and it really makes you like connect to the characters a lot more. And usually you get like different POVs in like third person in books. Like when there's like multiple POVs, the books are usually in third person, but these are written in first person, which I absolutely love. It makes it so much easier to read, and then I feel like you connect a lot more with the characters when it's first person. When it's third person, it feels like someone's describing someone else's feelings, whereas when you're reading in first person, it literally feels like you're reading like their diary or something. It feels so much more personal when you're reading the first person. What's going on right now? Who is this girl? Oh my god, what is going on? Like, she's meant to be a teacher and she's literally throwing Darcy. Oh, as much as I hate Seth, I don't hate him, but he's just a true sweetheart, isn't he? But he does also give me the ick. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, they're both shunning her from either side. Oh my god, no. What the hell's going on? Oh my god, who just took her? Oh my god, no. I'm too stressed. No. How the hell did he take her? Oh no, what's gonna happen? Whoa. Hang on right now. I'm so confused. Oh my god. It's all a trap. Oh my god. Why is he such an asshole for? If someone dies right now, I will lose my shit. Oh my god. Darius has that phoenix thing and he can't be compelled. You should really stop underestimating me, father. Lionel needs to be put in his place. I love love how the heirs are so protective over the Vega sisters. Like, I'm only on book 5 and the character development from book 1 to book 5 between the Vega and the heirs is insane, and I love it so much. Like, the found family that we're filming is perfect, and like, oh, I'm just obsessed. Oh my god, she's gonna go to the house and they're gonna be outmatched. I can't go. That one's even dead and I'm crying. Oh my god. I literally have... That was... I couldn't have predicted that. That was the most intense 100 pages I've ever read. Look what I've been to get. Ah, it's the pumpkin spice latte. Divine. Oh, it just hits different, you know? So I finished Cursed Fates last night, and let me tell you, that was a 5-star read. I think that's my first 5-star out of the books. I think they've all sort of been like a 4.75, but that book I loved so much. Like, the way that we got to see, I think I mentioned it last night, like the found family aspects in book number 5, where they're all finally starting to realise that they actually like each other and they are actually really good friends and they can actually help each other take down Lionel. I just loved it so much. And like, I love books with found family in it. Like, it's my Roman Empire. I honestly, if there's any sort of aspect with really intense found family, sign me up. But I will read, I will devour. I don't know what I want to read next. I feel like I took so long to get through that last book, even though you've only seen me read like the last 400 pages. It took me like almost a week to get up to those 400 pages. I don't want to leave that world, but I've told myself I'm only allowed to read one Zodiac Academy book, and I know you should read to enjoy. The books are so big, and I know I will be so mad at myself if I binge them because I don't want it to end. So I'm only allowed to read one book a month, and I've read my one book for this month now. So I don't know what I want to read next. I've got so many books that I want to read. So we've obviously got like Part of Your World. We're going to ignore the state of my shelves as well, because these are all new books that I need to film a haul with, so they've just sort of been stacked here out the way because they were doing my head in on the floor. But we've got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, which I do really want to read. Then we've got some like fantasy books, because I am just in a really fantasy heavy mood. Okay, so I've got 5 books here which I really think I'm going to be excited to read. So obviously I showed you Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and then we've got Ash Princess, which is by Laura Sebastian. This is meant to give Throne of Glass vibes, but it's a trilogy, so it's meant to be like condensed down. And then we've got Light Lark, which I am kind of leaning towards Light Lark. You notice I haven't picked up like big books. And then we've got Kingdom of the Wicked. I thought it was about pirates, but it's not. And then we got The Crimson Moth, or if you're from the UK, no, why do I keep on mixing up the UK and the US? If you're from the US, it's called The Heartless Hunter. But this does really intrigue me. I was really excited to read this, and this came out in February of this year, and I was really excited to read it. It's been on my like highly anticipated reads list ever since it's come out. I've just never gotten around to reading it, but it sounds really good. It's like a witch hunter and a witch, which just sounds amazing. She put them in a random number generator, and we let that decide for us. Okay, so I've got them all in my phone, in the little wheel, and we're just gonna spin to see what we get. I don't even know what I fancy, to be honest. They are mainly fantasy. What did it land on? Oh, The Crimson Moth. Okay, why is it going like that? That's so weird, but it did land on The Crimson Moth. Okay, I'm kind of excited. I am excited, but it is a hardback, and I'm like, So we're going for The Crimson Moth by Kristen Sigarelli. I don't think this is that many. It's 406 pages. That is not much at all. Oh my god, you could read that from space. The writing is absolutely massive on this. I think I'm gonna fly through this. I think I might tab this. I think I might. Probably pick you up later when I start to read, because I've got a night shift tonight, so I'll probably read a bit then. That's the joys of these chilled and relaxed reading vlogs. I just pick you up whenever I can and whenever I want to. Welcome welcome to another day of this reading vlog. A few days later, so obviously I think the last time I updated you I was going on my night shifts and I was gonna start the Crimson Moth. There's been some updates that I thought I'd let you know about. So obviously I was starting the Crimson Moth by Kristen Sigarelli. I really wanted to love this, I really did. It's gonna have to be a DNF. I don't know whether it's gonna be a soft DNF or a hard DNF, but it's gonna be a DNF. It was boring, and at first I thought I was going into a slump, maybe like I was last time, because it felt like that because I didn't even want to pick up the book. I was not interested in the characters, I wasn't interested in the plot, not that there was a plot. I wasn't interested in anything about the book, but I was like, oh no, I better not be going into a slump. But fear not, I am not in a slump. This was just so boring, like there was no plot. If you know anything about me, I've mentioned it 1,000 times on this channel, I need plot. I always need some sort of plot line. This has no plot. I got up to page, what page did I get up to? I haven't got my thing in it. But on Sunday I read 48 pages and then I read 87 on Monday. So I give it a good go. I got up to page 135. I read 135 pages of this and nothing was happening. The characters, the female main character and the male main character had no personality whatsoever, and like the dialogue and the analog very not immature, but it just doesn't read very well. It just skips over a lot of interesting things. It's very choppy and it just doesn't make any sense. I was so confused sometimes. Like, you'll be reading about one thing and then it skips to another thing and then it'll come back to the thing they were just on about and then it'll skip like 2 steps ahead and then it'll go back again. I was like, what is going on? I was like, I cannot read this. I have no idea what the frick is going on right now. And like I mentioned, there was just no plot whatsoever. I don't know, it just wasn't good. And I feel so bad. I really wanted to enjoy it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's a hard DNF. It's not going to be a soft DNF. But fear not, it's now Wednesday. No, it's now Tuesday. Yesterday I decided to DNF that, but it was obviously the middle of the day, so I wanted another book to go into. And I didn't film anything yesterday. I was in bed most of the day because I've got an extremely bad back. And I don't know why. I think it's because I've done a lot of nights, and during nights you just like sort of sat there. I'm really struggling to move because my lower back is in so much pain. I just need to move because I'm in so much pain and it feels like my back's just sort of like seized up. When I lay down, it's fine because there's no sort of like pressure on my lower back, but as soon as I'm sitting down, it's as if like everything, like all of my spine is just like compressing down on the bottom part of my spine and it's so painful. But we started yesterday the Dixon rule. I finally started it. This has been on my TBR for so long. I've been meaning to read it, and this is why I know I'm not in a book slump, because as soon as I picked this up I was invested. I was hooked. I just love Elle Kennedy. I love her hockey romances. I love the whole off-campus universe. I love everything about them. So this is another like spin-off series to the off-campus series, and these are the campus diaries. So the first one's the Graham Effect, and then this one is the Dixon Rule, and this one follows Diana and Shane. Now Diana is Gigi's best friend from the Graham Effect, and I'm loving this. The banter between Diana and Shane is immaculate. There's the tension as well. I'm eating it up. I love it so much. I honestly think I'll finish this today. Like I've still got another like 300, almost 400 pages left of this book and I'm eating it up. I'm loving it so much. So I'm up to chapter 13, 135. So I read 135 pages yesterday. So this is what I mean about when I mention plot. Even romance books have plot. So the only way I can describe this is like just going off this for reference. Diana is wanting to do a dance competition and obviously Shane does hockey, and there's also like a backstory of like things with their exes and things. I love to know about these dance competitions. I want to see them training for the dance competitions. I want to see them playing hockey games. I want to see them having these conversations with their exes and things. I just love that. I love plot, and I feel like it adds so much more substance and so much more oomph to the book. I don't know how else to explain it, because otherwise it's just surface level. Like why do I want to read a book just about these characters? Yeah, I love romance books and I love seeing characters fall in love, but I also want to see like how they fall in love, the things that they do. I want to see them spending time together. I want to see these things, and the Crimson Moth just did not have that. It was very surface level. But this is not. I love this. I love the witty banter that they have. I think I might love this more than the Graham Effect. This is sitting at like a 5-star right now, and I very, very rarely give out 5 stars to romance books, but this is sitting at a 5-star. I am eating this up. I'm loving it so much, and I don't know why I held it off so much. So I am gonna go to the post office, and then when I come home, we're gonna read the rest of this. Or I haven't got anything else on for today other than my little walk that I'm gonna go on later. I think I'm gonna finish this today. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read it all today. Diana is so funny. She's just like barged in to Shane's apartment pretending to be the girlfriend. This is where the fake dating comes in. Percy is just that ex you don't want. What an absolute dick. Oh my god, he did not just do that. He did not just do that. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love like they have like a show that they're watching. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got the show that they're watching. But basically it's like Love Island. That's basically what it is. And I'm loving that Diana's gotten Shane into it and he's like obsessed. Oh my god. A few pages ago, Shane asked to be like friends benefits and Diana said no because she was like, I only take applications. Obviously she's joking. And this man made his own application and answered his own questions and sent it to her to be friends with benefits. I've changed my 3 times today, so we're going to ignore it. It's still the same day, it's a different outfit. But I have just had food. I stopped reading earlier. I got to page 328, so I've got just over 100 pages left. So we're going to sit here and read these last 100 pages because I feel like I'm on to a really good bit and I'm really excited. Oh my god, I can't believe what I'm reading right now. It literally says I'm so stressed. Why? Oh my god, it's just a silly romance book. This is meant to be a fun, happy romance. Why am I crying? I finished it. I loved that book. I feel like I'm stuck between like a 4.75 and a 5-star. I don't know what I want to read next. I feel like I want to go in with another romance. I feel like I'm in that sort of like, even though I said I'm in a really heavy fantasy mood after reading this, I think I want to go in with the romance and just read romance. But I have no idea what I want to go in with. I really hate to do this, I really do, but it's gonna be another DNF. But I think this can be a soft DNF because I think I might come back to it. I just don't think I'm in the mood for it. It's actually been a few days since I last picked this up because I've then moved on to the Book of Azrael. I will get to this in a minute. This just isn't what I needed right now. It was written very well, a bit too well. Like the writing style, if you've ever read One Dark Window, like Rachel Gillig's writing is very like atmospheric, and this is similar vibes, and I just needed some mindless reading to be done. Like I was not able to like fully connect with this book. I had no idea what was going on. The writing was so complex and descriptive and there was just too much going on. I think it's just a soft DNF. Not much happened. I got up to chapter 8, page 74. It's sort of like she's just been sent, so Red has just been sent to the Wilderwood, to the wolf. So basically, as it says on the back, it says the first daughter is for the throne and the second daughter is for the wolf. There's this whole prophecy of where they live. The second daughter, the second royal daughter, gets sent to the Wilderwood, to the wolf. In return, they get their kings back, but this prophecy's been going on for so long and kings haven't been sent back yet, so I don't know. But obviously, I wasn't that far into it, but that's all I really got the gist of. But with the Book of Azrael, I got up to page... I binged this. I picked it up 2 days ago and I've just binged it. And I forgot to pick up my camera because I've been quite busy. I've been like down my mum's house and I've been working because my mum's getting married on Saturday. So I've been down my mum's house helping her with like... Do you mind? helping her with like wedding preparation and stuff, and so I've just been like sort of in and out of reading it, but I've binged it. Every time I've read it, I've like sat down and just binged and not done anything else, but I am a good chunk into this. I'm 83% of the way through it. Chapter 43. How does that look on this? If you read a book on your Kindle and then you actually physically see the difference in the paperback is insane. Like in 2 days I've read almost 500 pages. I've read 488 pages in 2 days. I've loved this so much. So if you've read Crescent City, you have to read this book. Like the similarities, but not similarities like copy and paste. The things with like the gods have like a similar vibe to the Asteri. Just the world itself, like the urban fantasy world. We have Diana that's very similar to Bryce in her quick and witty ways. And then we have Liam, which is also Samkiel, I think his name is Samkiel, which is also a god, also gives off hunt vibes. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm loving this, and obviously I love Crescent City, so I'm obviously loving this twice as much. Not twice as much, but just as much. This is true enemies to lovers slow burn. Like I only at like 80% where I left off last night. The spice was only then kicking in. It's the slowest of slow burns that I've read in a long time. But I'm living for it. I'm actually loving it so much. Just the banter, the world. When I tell you, I'm only 80% of the way in, and only now I'm kind of getting the gist of the world. Like even now I don't fully understand what is going on, but I have like a good gist of it. The world building is so intense and so complicated that it's very confusing. Think of it like this multiverse. There's these planets, this whole sort of multiverse, and like different realms, and then they've all been like sealed off. I'm not even going to try to describe it to you because I can't. I honestly can't describe it to you. I'm not even going to attempt it. Just read it for yourself and trust me. Obviously one of the main plot lines in this, as it says in the title, is they're looking for the Book of Azrael, and Liam, which is the god, and he's like ancient, and he knew Azrael. He said that Azrael is dead and that there's no such thing as this book, like there is no Book of Azrael. But then they've recently discovered that there is a Book of Azrael. Now Diana was made, she was mortal before, she was human, and she was made into this, I can never say it, it's like Igmaruthin or something. She was made into this creature anyway by Caden, I think his name is. We're gonna say Caden anyway. She was made into this creature by Caden, and Caden is also this Igmaruthin thing, and he's looking for the Book of Azrael. So Diana has now split from Caden and teamed up with Liam, but Caden is very pissed about that because he feels betrayed, so he wants Diana back, but he's also looking for this book. Now they're looking for the book because Caden wants the book and they want to know what this book holds, and I also want to know what this book holds. So that's a bit of like backstory of what this story of what this book kind of is. Banter is so funny. Like, just I love Diana. Everything's going swimmingly well right now, and if you've ever read a fancy book, you know that's not good because it never ends well. So I just read 2 chapters, so I'm gonna get ready for bed. I'm gonna take my makeup off, put my pajamas on, get some food, and get into bed and finish this book. Don't cry. It's not even a sad part. I don't want to read it anymore. She is going to tear the world apart. I have no words. So it's the next day and I finished, obviously, as you've seen last night in the last clip, I finished the Book of Azrael. I thought I'd do a quick outro to this vlog because it is officially the end. I feel like I've read so many books. Well, I've read 3, DNF 2, so we've been on a journey. It's definitely been a mood reading vlog because I have been in some moods. I thought I'd just do a quick recap of everything that we've read. So obviously I first went in, I should have put these in order. I think I was already in the middle of this when I started this vlog, but I finished the Zodiac Academy Cursed Fate. This is book number 5. and I adored this book so much. Like the ending of this book tore me a new one. I'm still not over it. The restraint I had not to go straight in with book number 6 was impeccable. But I can't even speak about the stuff in this book without spoiling the first few books in the series. So much happens in this that would like spoil the first few books, because the first few books are very important. Obviously this is like the middle of the series, so I can't say too much without spoiling it. The one thing I loved about this, the groveling that we had from Darius, you can really see that sort of like found family forming, especially in the last 100 pages or like 50 pages. Our found family is really getting formed. I'm here for it. I just love fantasy series with found family, and I think that's why I love ACOTAR so much, because you just get that found family feeling and I love it so much. And then I think I tried to go in with the Crimson Moth after that, which I've already spoken about. Had DNF, not my cup of tea. Writing style wasn't for me. There was just no plot, nothing was happening. No thanks. I went in with the Dixon rule, which I've already spoken about. I love this so much. This was such a vibe. I was debating when I finished it if it was gonna be a 4.5, 4.75 or 5-star. I think I'm gonna settle on 4.75 because if it was a 5-star I would have known. I wouldn't be contemplating. I loved this so much. It was such a fun time. And then I tried to go in with For the Wolf, which I don't know why, because after I finished the Dixon rule, I obviously said I was just in a romance mood. But then I picked this up and ended up DNF it. But as I said, it's gonna be a soft DNF. I would probably pick it up in the future, maybe when the like winter months come, because this is not a summer book at all. And then lastly, the Book of Azrael, which I finished last night, and this is a 5-star. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Because there wasn't a single moment in this book that I was bored in, or a single word in this book was wasted. The ending, I don't think I'm ready for the second book, but I need second book. So those were all the books I read. I feel like we've had a proper mood reading experience. I just love doing these videos where I just bring you along every time I'm reading a new book. It's just fun. But let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of those and what your thoughts were. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I see you guys next time. Bye.